Heed well, listeners, for this world is darkness and pain. From the ice-capped mountains of Jotunheim to the untamed steppes in all their wild splendor. From shrouded Ophir, where dark creatures perform darker rites, to civilized lands like Argus and Zamar, where humans seek diversions, while their petty rulers wage endless war upon one another. The Stygian blackness of night encroaches from all sides, but some there are who stand against it. For revenge, for power, for bloodlust, or for principle. They bring their steel against this world. Throk of the wild barbarians, Arven of the Shadar Kai, Darrow the Faceless One, and Raylan, the Promised One, Herald of Zelios. Against all they survey, these four will prevail. Or they will perish.
Welcome to Shadows of Archonia, our weekly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons live stream game. My name is Steve Boshear, and Carolyn just said, "What the hell is my spine called?"
The goat spine with the rose.
It's your wand.
But it's called a thing. That's
It's
not
called
necessarily
It's called a druidic focus.
Thank you. Focus is the word I was looking for. Obviously, I have 0. This stream is starting off great.
It's fantastic. All right, so my name is Steve Boshear. I will be your dungeon master for the evening.
And I'm Joshua, and I will be playing Throk.
I am.
He's a Storm Herald Barbarian champion fighter.
And I'm Alan, going to be playing Raylan / Zelios, Azamar, Death Touch Sorcerer.
And I'm Carolyn, and I'm playing Avin, the Shadar-Kai Druid.
And I'm Matt, and I'm playing Darrow, the Changeling Shadow Rogue Vengeance Paladin.
So yeah, if you know D&D, but you didn't recognize all of those races and subclasses, you should know that in this game we make heavy use of the Dark Arts Player's Companion, which is a third-party 5th edition supplement created by John Man 3000. A genius. It's a great free supplement that's available online, containing new character races, new subclasses for every class in the game, new spells, including this awesome spell casting mechanic called Hemomancy, dangerous to use but so fun, and even new monsters to throw at your players. So check it out. He's got what's he got? Like one of those things.
Patreon.
What are the things? Patreon. Look at that. He's got a Patreon. Jonah Man 3000. Check him out. He's got really cool stuff.
One of those things.
And if you saw the animation at the beginning, you probably heard the music if you were listening to it. But it's by J-Man. He has a YouTube channel at OurMusicBox, and he makes a lot of great free content on there. You should go check him out. And he also has a Patreon. If you feel like you're being generous this holiday season, you should give him a donation.
And Alexander George M.S. is the voice you heard in our intro. He did us a huge one on that, but he doesn't have anything online to plug.
All of the digital artwork in the intro, as well as the digital art you see behind 3 of our players tonight, is by myself, I can be found on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, or on ArtStation under my actual name, Steve Boshear. I do take commissions, so if you'd like your own character or party rendered in my style, reach out and let's talk.
And if you like our stream and us and you want to hang out with us more, we do have a Discord and you should come check it out and talk to us. We don't bite hard. You'll find the link down below. Doesn't matter where you're watching, assuming it's YouTube or Twitch. Anywhere else, maybe not, but you'll find the link down below for our Discord. And you should come talk to us and say hi. It'll be cool.
And another place you can come see us some more is also on our YouTube channel. We got all of our archives of all of our campaigns on there, including all of our one-shots we've been doing the past couple of weeks. So make sure to come check that out at Shadows of... Is it called Shadows of Archonia on YouTube?
Not yet. We don't have enough subscribers to get a custom URL. That's why you need the link if you're on Twitch.
And you should absolutely subscribe.
Yes.
And by the way, we're also here every Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Yes.
Usually.
Yeah. So here we are. It has been a month since we have played this campaign.
Man, it doesn't feel like it.
It has been a month because we played on November 4th, and then the next week I had a work engagement. And the following week was Thanksgiving. No, the following week was the all-human one-shot because Alan couldn't make it. And then the following week after that was Thanksgiving, and now it's now. So, yeah. We haven't been in this game for a month. Yeah.
Well,
2 days shy of a month.
Been in the main.
Yeah, that's.
But we did play one shots.
I just said
within this game.
Yeah,
I'm just
I went
saying.
through that. Yeah, all right.
I know.
it was listed.
By the way, we were playing one shots the past couple of weeks, right?
Just one. Just one.
Look, I'm trying to figure out what to do with my spine. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta crack it. There.
I wish.
I missed you guys.
Yeah. We missed you too.
I don't know why.
We didn't prep.
I like how nobody knows what happened in the last game. So, in the last game, you guys were on your way to the horse trees when you... Ooh, Cody's got good ideas. You should listen to Cody. On your way to the horse trees, you encountered... in the campfire, the ghost of Khalar-Amon, who offered you a truce and a deal. You came to see him in person at his ghostly wizard sanctuary underneath a tree on an island in a swamp. There you found Tristan, the boy you previously had saved from the village of Olmsted many months ago, only for him to become a bound servant of Khalar-Amon, tied to a contract signed by his grandfather 75 years previously. Tristan, though being a decent sort, had no choice but to obey because of the power of the magical contract. Khalar-Amon promised you Tristan's freedom in exchange for two things. Well, Tristan's freedom and exit from his sanctuary, which you didn't have at the time, in exchange for his own severed finger and an innocent soul to be sacrificed in a lichdom ritual, which would bring the ghostly wizard back to physical form as a lich rather than a ghost. And once he has physical form again, he will then use his power to... Hey, Canuck. He will then use his power to siphon energy off the portal in the ruins of the city of Zahir. in so doing shrinking the portal and increasing his own might. However, part and parcel to your contract was a promise from him that he will take no action against any of you for 100 years. If any of you are still alive at that time, he will absolutely kill you. But...
Or he'll try.
So he thinks.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. But it turns
Good
out...
luck, Khalar-Amon.
See you in 100 years. So, you guys really wanted to help Tristan, and you really wanted to get out of the underground room. But when Darrow signed the magical parchment that Khalar-Amon had summoned, the deal was done. And Darrow found himself unable to fail to comply with it. Every time he declared his intention to abandon the contract or attempted to walk in a direction that would prevent him from fulfilling the contract, he suffered searing, crippling psychic pain. As the session ended, two things took place. Raylan gave Darrow the amulet of Robert Fair, with which he could teleport back to the fallen Sky Castle, in hopes of finding an innocent there, or perhaps some way of contacting either Abraxiel or Radomir Utgast in order to break the contract somehow. In addition, Throck, who had stolen a very shiny book from Khalar-Amon's room, gave it to Raylan, who discovered it was a very powerful magic item. It was a tome of... Oh, crap. I just spaced on the word. But it's a very powerful magic item that you need to study for 8 hours a day for 6 days in order to bump one of your ability scores, basically. Understanding, that's what it is. Tome of Understanding. If you do study this book, it will increase your wisdom score by 2. Yeah. Only one of you can use it. Once it has been used, it will lose its magic for a period of 100 years. So one of you who can read has the option of studying this book to bump your wisdom score by 2. So, when last we left off, our good friend Darrow, who for some reason has been clipped in the middle of me giving the recap, our good friend Darrow had just appeared in the teleportation room of the castle, where you met Bjorn, the monk you left there, and Radomir Utgast, the conjured remnants of a wizard. And Rod said to you that he had just received a message from Abraxiel telling him that some wizard's ghost had captured and imprisoned Moira Smoothskin. So we will open back up with Darrow.
That was the first we heard of Moira, right?
No, you've met Moira a couple times.
No, I mean the first we heard of her abduction.
Yes. Although, your dude man, Mummy Boy, did disappear. Ramakan disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm in the room with Bjorn, right?
Yes, you have Bjorn. You have Bjorn and Radomir Utgast with you.
Okay, right. Okay, good. Rod is here. How do I feel after teleporting? I'm assuming away from the.
Oh yeah, as I said last time, you feel as though you were shot here out of a cannon. There's literal smoke coming off your clothes, and like emotionally and psychically, like, it matches your outside. You are just a mess. You are not still experiencing pain, but the act of teleportation wrecked you.
All right. So I'm gonna I'll take a step towards Rod and
Bjorn will help steady you as you get to your feet and try to walk.
Oh, good, because I was about to collapse. I felt really wobbly. Yeah. I put an arm around Bjorn and I look at Rod and I'm like, "We need your help."
Yes, and the world needs yours. We must rescue Moira.
Well, let's add that to our to-do list, because we met Khalar-Amon, his ghost, and in order to get away alive, we had to sign a contract. I had to sign a contract, and I don't know what that means, but we need to figure out a way to beat it.
He's examining your body even as you speak, and he says, "My friend, you are far older in appearance than when you left. Is this one of your shape changes, or has something happened to you?"
Khalar-Amon stole 30 years of my life, and possibly my whole life, if we don't figure out this contract.
What you say, he was a ghost. This is the same ghost, perhaps?
Yeah. I don't know too many other ghosts floating around abducting people.
Ghost of a wizard. You signed a magical contract with him?
I figured if I did it, I could at least get the others out.
Somebody's typing. Can you mute, please? It's in the mic. So Rod says, please explain to me the exact stipulations of the contract.
He wanted his finger, and he wants an innocent soul, which I'm not even exactly sure what an innocent soul means.
Well, typically it means the soul of a person who has committed no great wrong. And
I feel like there's a lot of gray area there, that like, where's the great begin and the great end? And
well, it is gray in truth. However, for most purposes, anyone over a certain age should not be considered innocent. By and large, we go through our lives making very small choices that compromise our innocence over time. There are those who hang on to it longer than others. You will know them when you see them.
Mm.
An innocent soul.
Does it have to be sentient? Like, I don't know all the small text here. Fine print.
Yes, typically non-sentient creatures such as animals, they know neither right from wrong and therefore are neither innocent nor guilty.
Mm.
I can tell you, how was the contract in physical form? Was it on a piece of paper, or did you sign a conjured document?
I believe it was a conjured document, right?
Yes, it was floating. It was glowing, floating parchment that he summoned from his hand.
Great.
Which you signed with an equally summoned quill.
I'm not much of a magical person, but I believe it was a conjured document.
And you signed it with your own hand of your own will?
I did. Well, some can argue that it wasn't my own will, but yes.
If you were not possessed or under magical compulsion, then it was of your own will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a sticky wicket, Darrow. But I think I know a way to break you free from this contract. He pulls out a book which you see he has constructed himself by cutting down into a smaller book, one of the giant books from the castle. And he has filled it with his own scrawl in the time since he's gotten here. He flips through it, reading all this arcane text that you can't begin to make out. And he says, yes, yes. But you will have to bring me to this wizard's place of power. Once there, I believe I can unbind you from his will. And
No, exactly.
perhaps that is where he has Moira.
It seems like a logical conclusion to that.
Well-
How do we get there?
A broom comes shooting through the corridors and slaps into his hand. And you see that he has whittled down a giant-sized broomstick into a person-sized broomstick. And he says, I just finished making this morning. Come, let's away. And he jumps onto it and gestures for you to get on with him.
Like just climb on and.
Yeah, you ride in the back.
Is it just literally just a broomstick?
It is literally just a broomstick. Yes, it's a flying broom.
Oh, this looks very
I
uncomfortable.
mean, it has bristles. It's not just the broomstick.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
I hesitantly, with Bjorn's help, get on the broomstick,
All right.
and I hold on to Rod around the waist all awkwardly, and
Bjorn says, wait a minute. Before you leave, do you want to partake of the food in the hall?
yeah, that'd be great. I could use a refresher.
So Rod kicks the broom into motion and flies you up to the hall. So you can eat from the feast there, get yourself a hero's feast benefit, and then Rod will fly you out the window, following your direction back to where you left your friends. So we will rejoin the other three.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are camped or outside, some distance away from where you left Khalar-Amon's little hidey hole. Tristan has left you guys, and it is the three of you waiting for word from Darrow. What do you do?
Well, Raylan pretty much just walks up to Oven, just says, "We should just continue to the trees. I mean, we probably won't hear from Darrow for a while."
I think we will probably hear from him sooner rather than later. That being said, how do you feel about the contract?
The contract that Darrow signed?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't feel good about it, of course. I mean, I'm hoping that when we go to the trees, maybe that horse could help us. Maybe he can help Darrow too. I just have a strong urge to go to him. I don't know what this is, but But I feel like that urge is stronger than anything right now.
Quick question. Recap. Where did Tristan run off to?
He went
No
back.
reason.
What was that?
No reason.
He went back towards the village that he hails from, which is to the east of where you are.
So opposite direction of where we want to go.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
You guys went a little bit south from Khalar-Amon's tree, but not any great distance. You could get back there in an hour or so.
I have a strong urge to eat, but I guess we could eat that way.
Maybe definitely pick up supplies for our large friend here. And possibly also an innocent life.
I hear a laundry machine.
Sorry. Hopefully the lav isn't picking that up.
We do kind of hear it.
Yeah, well, that's a different mic. You guys hear a different mic than the viewers do.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
I'm just gonna.
it's definitely hitting levels on the lav.
Yeah.
It's right over there.
I just pretend. I'm just pretending it's like a.
Drum beats.
It's the drum beat
Yeah.
of your doom as the world begins to fade more and more each day.
Well,
So yeah, you guys have been here just about an hour because that's the amount of time that it took Darrow to attune to the amulet and teleport away. You have the option of spending the night here or of moving on now.
I guess we could spend the night.
Didn't we just spend the night somewhere?
No, not really, because we were stuck in Khalar-Amon's place for a while.
Yeah. Well, all right.
And then Darrow got cursed.
Yeah,
Wow.
he sure did.
Darrow's had a rough day or two.
Yeah.
Darrow made some questionable choices.
Well,
Sure, I'll sign your magic contract, Ghost Wizard. Pfft, fuck that.
It was definitely not his first option.
nothing could go wrong.
We're running out of options.
All right.
Well, I'm all for taking a nap.
Okay.
A long one.
All right. So you guys bed down for the night. And let me have your watch order, please.
Second.
I'll watch first.
I guess I'll take last watch.
Okay. So, Throck, roll me a perception check.
With pleasure.
While he's doing that, I'll be right back. I can still hear you guys, but you won't be able to hear me.
6.
Better not. Okay, you got a 6.
Yes, I did.
By the time you notice the rat, it is already gnawing on the back of your leg.
Oh, I'm gonna eat that.
Dexterity check. Make it a grapple check, actually.
Okay. Oh no. Well, so grapple, so that's athletics. Well, 18.
You almost missed the rat, who got a 15. But then you get him.
It's near the end of my watch, and I'm a little groggy.
He's really fast and wriggly, but you're so strong that you somehow just muscle your way into it anyway.
Yeah. Squish my leg and hand together. So
Yeah, there you go. You have a nice rat when you wake up Raylan.
Yeah. yeah, it happens to be missing a head. I don't know where it went.
Yeah. So Raylan, you wake up to Throck shaking you with one hand and just gnawing on a raw rat that he hasn't even skinned with the other hand.
Yeah, if it was the beginning of the campaign, Raylan might have batted an eye, but right now, yeah, he's used to this. He's used to fuck.
Oh, did you? Oh, I'm sorry. You want?
No, I'm good. Throck.
You can have the snaps off the tail and hands it to him. And it's on.
Oh.
It's really a big gesture for Throck.
Yeah.
Raylan like pockets the tail.
All right.
I'll save it for later, but thank you.
Raylan,
Yep,
give
all
me
right.
your perception check, please.
I'm going to use a luck on that one. All right. 13.
Okay, your watch passes uneventfully.
All right. I'll go wake up Oven.
Oven, as soon as you wake up and see Raylan shaking you, you hear inside your head, "Ah! Damn it!"
And now I have an instant migraine.
Make him go away.
It's our watch.
I don't care.
You can sleep.
No, I can't.
Sure you can. It's easy.
And Raylan, you just hear Oven's side of this conversation.
Yeah. And I say to Oven, have a nice watch.
Cheers.
Alan's like, this is what it's like.
Oven's frantically looking around for alcohol.
You don't have any. So roll a perception check.
16.
Just towards the end of your watch, as the sky is beginning to lighten, you see a speck on the horizon growing bigger and bigger, coming towards you.
Gonna raise the alarm. And by raise the alarm, I mean wake Throck up.
Yeah, that's right.
In what manner?
Yes.
As forcefully as possible without being so forceful that he thinks he's being attacked and chucks me somewhere.
No. Describe how that's done.
Gentle, well, I guess medium shaking and saying, Throck, something's coming, Throck.
All right. Throck wakes up.
Hey, what? Huh? Yep. What?
Pointing to the thing in the sky that's coming at us. I don't know what that is.
Uh-huh.
But it's coming right for us.
Uh-huh. That looks like fun. No, I'm sorry. I was about to ask a smart question. I'm not going to do that.
Stay in character.
So Throck loads his sling and just chucks yeah.
Throck, while you're loading your sling, roll perception.
Okay. Nine.
Okay, roll an attack.
That one is a 17.
Okay, you...
Well, It depends upon how far away it is.
Well, by the time you get the rock out, it's 60 feet.
Okay, we're good then. Oh no, we're not.
It's at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, no, that's a nat 1.
Okay, so the rock goes flying, and just the instant after it leaves your sling, you realize that you have just attempted to kill Radomir Utgast. And the rock comes flying straight at his head, and you see him take one hand off the broom and just go, and the rock goes flying the other way. And then he lands on the ground, and Darrow's behind him on the broom.
The second the broom touches down, I'm going to get off like I'd just been riding a horse for a week and fall to the ground and like just lay flat on the ground for like a minute. Like, I did not like that.
Yeah, you were hurt when you got on.
Yeah, I have not rested yet, and that didn't feel good on the balls. So,
Rod gets off. He goes, "I haven't done that in the longest time, or actually maybe ever." And then he takes the broom, opens a bag that he has, and sticks the broom into the bag. And somehow, even though the bag's only this big, the whole broom fits in. And then he closes the bag. And he turns to you guys and says, "Well, it was a long ride, and I'm an old man, but I think we need to get to this wizard's hideout and dismantle his contract and save Moira Smoothskin."
And me.
Did you?
I say from the ground.
Oh, the Darrow might need a minute.
Hey,
What's going on with Moira?
Oh, I received a message from Abraxiel. His good friend Moira Smoothskin has been captured and imprisoned by the ghost of a wizard, which we believe to be the same ghost of a wizard you all have had some dealings with. If not, it's an amazing coincidence.
Okay, 7 things. So, Moira. You mean that thing has Moira?
Yes, the short one.
Oh, that's her name. Right. Yes. Okay, he needs to die. And second, what's dismember?
Take apart.
Oh, I can do that. I will take
No,
him apart.
Trock. It is magic. The thing that must be taken apart is magic. I will take it apart.
You
may take apart the things that are hard. I will take apart the things that have no substance at all.
So the easy stuff you've got.
Yes, you've got it exactly.
Raylan kind of looks towards Rod, and he says, "Oh, I'm happy you're here, but I thought, didn't you say you couldn't leave the castle?"
Well, I thought that the capture of Moira necessitated certain risks. To be honest, my desire to stay in the castle was negated entirely when it fell out of the sky. I don't exactly know why I wanted to stay in the castle. You see, I wiped my memory of something when it crashed. I remember doing that. I don't remember why. But whatever it was I knew was only safe to know up there.
Raylan says, "I don't know, that seems kind of sus."
Yes, it does. One must always trust that one's former self had a good reason for things.
All right. But Raylan kind of like keeps on like looking at Rod like with a just like a suspicious look.
I brought some wine from the Hero's Feast.
Oh, good.
Point of note, you guys are not going to get the benefits of the Hero's Feast from drinking that wine because you won't get it unless you eat at that meal for a full hour.
Maybe not, but I will
Assume.
get a certain someone drunk.
Yeah.
Still tastes good.
Yeah, so it's just going to be regular wine, but you may go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I assumed it was more of just a good gesture.
All right. So Ghost is now sitting, as he does when he hasn't been told to do anything, just sitting and his head pointed at Rod, just going.
I'm gonna pet him and be like, there, Ghost. Friend, not food.
Yeah, your hand gets all bloody, but then the blood
Yeah.
like sucks right off of it when you take the hand away and rejoins Ghost.
Everything on me is bloody. It's fine.
Rod is not the least bit fazed by Ghost's presence. He just looks at it and goes, "Ah, a magical construct."
My new pet. Until I guess Bron comes back.
He's not so much a pet as he is a...
Pet.
Okay.
I imagine Throck is also kind of petting him a little bit. We get along.
Yeah, because he has no personality or interests of any kind.
Great.
Nothing but killing.
I would say that is both a personality and an interest.
Well, and
It's
it
a
makes
skill, is what it is.
and it makes this pleasant sound
Yes, it does.
that I'm very used to.
All right, so Darrow, you can go ahead and take a short rest if you need it.
I will prepare spells while you do this. Perhaps. Perhaps I would like to change out my spells. I don't know.
All right.
Raylan asks Darrow, are you still feeling the pain of the curse?
As long as I don't move, it doesn't seem to be bugging me. Just laying in the dirt.
Yeah,
Sorry, I gotta roll.
Yeah, let me know when you're done with your short rest stuff there.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely full HP. Great. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm ready.
cool. So, are you guys going to go straight to the lair then?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta help Darrow.
Rod,
Oh,
what do you need
yeah.
from us? What do you need us to do to get you in there? To buy you time? Or should we be stealth?
It is important, Darrow, since the magical bindings of the contract are upon you, that you walk openly into the lair of this ghost wizard, so that I may examine those magical fibers and untwine them from you, as it were. However, your companions need not enter with us. The three of you must be on lookout in case Khalar-Amon tries something unexpected. we must have a secure route of escape. And if something goes wrong and he has somehow been able to complete his ritual, there's something very important you must know. A lich is immortal because it keeps its soul stashed in an object outside of its own body.
This sounds familiar.
If he succeeds in becoming a lich, you will not be able to kill him by destroying his body. You must determine where he has stashed his soul and destroy his phylactery. That is what the item will be called, and it can take any form, any physical object, a book, a gem, a human skull, anything. Some liches stash it away in a pocket dimension, trying to keep it from prying eyes. Others take the route of making it unnoticeable, seemingly unimportant, so no one will think of it. Still others keep it on their persons at all times. You must try to determine where Khalar-Amon's phylactery is if he achieves lichdom, and you must destroy it immediately. Then you may turn your attention to his body and crush him as you would any enemy.
Does the phylactery need to be close to the lich?
In all likelihood, it will be within the ritual circle when he completes the ritual of lichdom. However, after that, it may be anywhere. It doesn't even have to be on this plane of existence. So your best bet is to observe the ritual if you can.
So we should bring a soul. Would he be able to tell an innocent soul from a non-innocent soul just by looking at it or testing it?
As a ghost himself, he may have that ability. It is also possible, Darrow, that he intends to injure you by obtaining an innocent soul himself. If you are not the one who brought it to him, your part of the contract will remain forever unfulfilled. That is why we must hurry.
Yep. We do not want that to happen.
Yes.
Shall we head out, guys?
I gotta be honest with you. Sounds like we have the easy job. I can break all of his face and things.
But remember, you can't yet because he's a ghost. The hard part of your job, Mr. Throck, is patience.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Now you understand the horror of the undead. All right, one last thing. We do not know where he is keeping Moira Smoothskin, if indeed this is the same ghost wizard that has her. But in all likelihood, it will be someplace he deems extremely safe from the prying eyes of Abraxiel. You see, wherever it is that he has taken her, Abraxiel cannot see it. Abraxiel cannot see Khalar-Amon, and he cannot see Moira Smoothskin. This is why he contacted me, for my abilities run towards divination.
I feel like it has to be in the layer that we were just in.
I suspect you are correct, for I could not locate that layer.
Well, we know exactly where it is. So the plan is you and I will go in, Rod.
Yes.
We will try to get some information from him if he's there. Particularly where Moira is, if she's not obviously there. And then what?
Then you must rescue Moira.
Okay.
I can yell really loud. I could ask her where she's at.
She might be underground. I doubt she can hear you.
We must go. We must go quickly.
Let's go.
Okay, so you guys return to the swamp and the island and the tree, and once again the rocks rise up from under the fetid water as you step out over it, just in time to support you on your way there. When you reach the tree itself and you find that little place where there's like a divot going down under the giant roots, Rod gestures for you, Darrow, to go first.
I'm gonna take the shape of my younger self again, just because I don't want him to see me the way he made me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave my shadow on the outside, out here.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
I'm gonna hang out by Throck.
And Throck, where are you hanging out?
I suggest you guys hide to give yourselves any advantage if he shows up.
I rattle though.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but if you're sitting in a bush, you don't have to rattle. I would hope.
Raylan goes into shadow form.
Umbral form, and Throck sounds like a bag of pots and pans falling downstairs at all times.
It's such a hard thing to do.
He's our deterrent.
So,
He scares away with things.
Darrow, as you go down into the divot, so Throck, you're just staying outside, right? You're not attempting to hide, I assume.
Yeah, no. I mean, my attempts at hiding, which, yeah, I just no.
Okay. But at least Raylan's in Umbral form. So,
Standing there right outside of the door,
Hide
just
behind a
breathing.
bush.
so yeah. And your chainmail is just going.
Yeah.
Hey, Throck. If something comes along, do you want to get bigger?
What? Huh?
If something comes along, do you want to get bigger?
Yeah, I don't know why the answer would be no.
Great. I'm gonna leave Ghost with you. I guess I'll hide in a bush.
Okay.
So Throck and Ghost standing on an island in a swamp, looking down a hole.
Totally inconspicuous. Nothing to see here.
Move along, folks.
Okay. Darrow, you go in the divot there, and remember the last time Tristan opened it for you. This time, Radomir Utgast comes down, stands alongside you, looks at you for a moment, and says, "Darrow,
Yeah.
I have been doing some further research, and I believe that I'm having a hard time perceiving the magical bindings that tie you to the contract here. It was in this place that you signed it, yes?
It was.
All right. I must require physical contact. Will you please hold my arm as we go in? This will help me to perceive the magical bindings flowing through you and into me.
All right. I'm gonna move to his right side, so I hold him with my left arm, with my left hand.
Very well. And then he raises his hand, points at the dirt in front of him, and says, "Knock, knock." And it shudders.
Really?
Yeah.
And it cracks, and then the dirt just collapses into loose dust. And there's just a cloud of dust. He
I'm
says,
both impressed and underwhelmed at the same time.
Nice.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
So he says to you, You first, Darrow.
Okay. I'll walk in while maintaining touch on him.
And as you walk in the door holding Rod's arm, Khalar-Amon's ghost manifests in front of you in this room, which was just yesterday spotless, now covered in dust from the collapsing dirt wall. And Khalar-Amon manifests and says, "That was fast."
Sorry for letting ourselves in. I bring this, and I point to Rod.
He looks over.
He seems innocent.
He looks over at Rod and says, "You have great magic. Who are you, wizard?" And Rod looks around and says, "Ah, so you are Khalar-Amon." Glitch, 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 glitch.
Glitchies.
Everyone's back. Everyone's back? Yes. Okay. Rod says, "So you are Khalar-Amon. You've been causing trouble for my friends." And he steps forward, looks around the room like he's trying to memorize everything in it. He turns back to the ghost. "I believe you will find that my young friend here has fulfilled his contract." At which Khalar-Amon says, "You are far too old, wizard. I must needs an innocent."
Could we see that contract again and see where it defines innocent?
Khalar-Amon looks over and says, "Innocence is a magical designation. It can be somewhat nebulous, but it is beyond your normal brain's comprehension." To which Rod says, "Quite right. Nebulous indeed. You see, as I was explaining to Darrow just yesterday, it is a person's life choices that gradually wear away at their inborn innocence, making them less and less of an innocent soul as they age. I, however, am not nearly as old as I appear." He's walking now towards the back of the room, and he finds that locked door. He taps on it and goes, "Knock, knock," and it just swings open. Then he walks inside, turns back to the ghost, and says, "You see, though I have the memories, appearance, and skill of Radomir Utgast, I am in fact only a few weeks old. I am an infant. I have not even my own name." And he takes one step back into the circle, and right then the contract appears in the air and then rips in half by itself.
Oh,
Nice.
now I'm impressed.
Rod says, "I have never made any significant choice in my entire life other than to aid my friends here in their endeavors and to come here. And that's basically it."
Pretty noble and innocent choices in my book.
I think so. Now, Mr. Amon, shall we take this outside? So Khalar-Amon screams in rage at this point and vanishes from sight.
Oh. I thought he was going to put up more of a fight.
Yes, he's probably gone off to rethink things. You see, the body that I was granted was that on par with the original Radomir Utgast in his later years, and though it lacks physical strength, I believe Khalar-Amon was well aware that he is no match for me at this time.
It had nothing to do with me being here as well, like backing you up, or the guys outside?
Oh yes, you are all terrifying, and no doubt you would have found a way to banish him eventually. However,
Yep. Okay, you tore a contract that I could not even touch, so I get it. Yep.
yes, I mean, I should probably get back to the castle if we ever wanted to fly again, though.
That would be great. We will continue on to the horse trees and hopefully not run into Khalar-Amon again, or if we do, be able to destroy him. While I'm talking, actually, I would like to look around and see if there's anything that looks or feels like it might be Khalar-Amon's tether to this world, or to immortality, whatever.
You're looking for his phylactery.
Phylactery.
You don't see anything that is obviously that. I mean, at the moment, he doesn't have a phylactery because he's not a lich yet. But you may be looking for what he intends to make into his phylactery.
I see.
And you don't see anything of that sort.
Okay.
But Rod says to you, one thing to be aware of. The first is, do not sign any contracts with undead creatures. Ramakon notwithstanding, it tends to not work out well for people. Two, were Khalar-Amon indeed to return to physical form, he would not, in fact, be able to continue drawing power from that portal. Had you brought him an innocent
Does he know that?
Oh, he knows it. He was lying to you because he doesn't want to die. Had you brought him an innocent, it would have been for nothing, except to empower the evil of that deceased man.
Strange that he was ever put in charge of that portal.
Well, Abraxiel has an odd thing about personal property. The portal, as I understand it, was already in Khalar-Amon's basement when Abraxiel discovered it, and he simply refused to move the man out of his house.
Okay. I really appreciate what you did. That was a situation I thought was going to take a lot longer and take a lot more work.
Yes. Before I go, he turns and closes his eyes real tight, and then when he opens them up again, you see a third one appear on his forehead, like a spectral third eye opening up on his forehead. And he sweeps the whole place. And he looks at the circle on the floor. He goes, ugh, and scrubs it out with his foot real quick. And then he keeps looking around. And then he points his finger at a spot on the floor, leans forward a little, and says, knock, knock. And the floor lifts up like a trapdoor that you couldn't see before. And he says, I believe you will have luck finding our good friend down there.
I'm glad you came because I'm just gonna go. And I'm gonna walk down towards the hatch. Is it just a straight drop?
The three of
or
you guys are
stairs?
still outside, or what?
Nobody's told us otherwise.
Yeah,
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could with the whole door gone, you could easily have heard everything that just happened. So
Fair.
Well,
yeah.
Well, point of note, Throck has leaned down and is actually face on the ground, going, Moira. Moira.
As you do that, you hear in your ear, and turn your head to the side, and there's Ghost looking straight down right next to you.
I love my puppy.
I'm gonna
You
yell.
can help,
out
you
to
know.
them. I'll yell out to them that, hey, it's clear, guys. You can come on down.
Oven's gonna start walking down and just say, "Ghost, come."
And so as you guys enter, Raylan, are you still in umbral form? You're muted.
Muted.
I said I'll still come in the Umbra form just in case.
Okay. So as the three of you come in, you see Rod walking around the shelves and desks in the room, just looking at one thing after another, going, doesn't need that, he doesn't need that, he definitely shouldn't have that, and just packing things away to take with him when he leaves.
You want me to break that?
No, but please break that table with the symbols carved into it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, that is definitely not something we should let him have.
Yeah.
Can we burn it?
No, after Throck breaks it, you may burn it, yes. In fact, I would have asked you to.
Throck
Go ahead.
breaks it and then touches it. And it lights on fire.
Man, I wanted to burn it.
Well, I mean, there
sorry.
are other pieces.
Yeah.
How many pieces did Throck touch?
well, one at a time, I guess. But I mean,
Glitch.
Glitchy. I'm gonna go down the hole.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek in first to see what I see.
Whoa.
Make sure that sounds like an airplane.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that coming from you?
I don't know.
Sounds
it's
like
like
you
your
switched
gain is-
mics to one that is like being flushed down to the toilet.
Your mic's really loud now, basically.
How about now?
Now it's way
Now
it's really
way too
quiet.
quiet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Somewhere in between the two, but closer to the quiet one.
So the hole going down to Moira is stairs, or is it like a hole?
It is a dark hole, and when you lean over it closely, you can see that there is a ladder.
Okay. How deep is it? Look.
Beyond the range of your dark vision, which is what, 60 feet?
Yeah, at least 30 or 60.
Yeah, okay. So it's beyond the range of your dark vision. Meaning it's at least a 60-foot ladder.
Hey, I'm gonna pull out a torch and point and hold it out to Throck. Light this too.
Oop.
Am I chopped liver? Am I a joke to you?
How's the mic now?
It's perfect. It's good.
Okay. Much better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out a second torch and hold it out to Alvin. You can do this one.
Thank you. I produce a flame and set it on the torch.
I love how the only guy pulling out torches is the one person in the room that can't light stuff on fire.
I have a bunch of torches.
He's the torch keeper. We cannot be trusted with them, clearly.
I'm gonna leave one up here, just near the ladder. And then I'll just drop the other one down to the bottom of the shaft to see what's down there.
Okay. I'm going to ignore the physics of how a falling torch stays lit and just say that it hits the ground on fire. And you do see it's about 80 feet down to a stone floor.
I feel like I've seen it in so many movies where they drop the torch down and it stays lit. Maybe
Yeah, but I'd like... Would it? I don't know. I've never done that test.
Mythbusters.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And if it looks clear from what I can see with the torch down there, I'll go down the ladder.
At least the first 40 feet of it is like a narrow shaft going down. Beyond that, it looks like it might widen out, but you can't see really anything other than the floor.
Okay. Still going down.
Okay. Is anyone going with him?
I'm sure I would.
Everybody's going.
Yeah, I'm going down the shallow form.
Yeah, I would love some company.
Okay. So Rod, as you guys go down there, Rod says, I'd better remain up here. As soon as I finish stealing or disenchanting everything this ghost wizard owns, I should probably get back to the castle. But shout for me if it's not too long. I may come down and help you if you need it.
I will leave Ghost up here with you.
Oh, thank you very much. I think he might have a hard time with the ladder anyway.
Which is why I'm leaving him up here with you. Also for protection.
Oh, yes, I shall protect him as much as I can, I promise.
Nice. I love it.
Not what I meant.
I know.
It's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
I love the similarities and the complete differences of Rod and Throck.
Well, baby Rod. Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys go down the ladder and find yourselves in a corridor, a stone corridor about 15 feet wide and 20 feet from floor to ceiling. It is arched, and it looks as though at one point it was very well made. Like there are columns and buttresses against the wall and the ceiling, it's clear. There's clearly some architecture here. This wasn't just hastily blown out of the rock for the wizard's purposes. However, despite the care put in its original construction, it has clearly been abandoned for a very long time. There's mold and mildew everywhere. There's dust all over. In some places, there's just mud puddles on the floor. And it runs farther than you can see in both directions.
So the floor is dirt.
The floor is not just like you can tell that you're walking on stones, but it's very dirty, and in places it's so dirty that it's basically mud.
So there's no point in checking for traps.
Wait, how did you get that out of what I said?
Sounds to me like that means there's definitely a point in checking for traps.
No, I just don't follow the logic.
Just figured it was so dirty and muddy that the traps are all old and broken if there were any.
Right.
I don't know. There was no logic.
All right.
I pick up the torch that I dropped down, and I will pay attention to the ground and sort of look for traps as I move forward.
Okay. Which direction are you going? There's the Direction that, you're way below, but based on your sense of direction, one end of the tunnel goes towards like the opening of where you came in the tree, and the other goes the other way, which would be, if you were up out the back of the tree.
Mm-hmm. We can't see far enough right now to see anything of interest, right?
No.
Wait,
so
who's we?
basically, there's an east-west. You all have dark vision. There's no point in flexing on that.
Yep.
Yes, but I've got 120 feet of it.
Yes, but it is. That's a good point. But it is dark farther than you can see in both directions.
I look both ways, then I look at you guys. Ideas? Flip a coin?
I got
Got any torches?
What?
Got any more torches?
Yeah, I've got a couple more.
We could split up.
You hear in your head, "Mistress, that's the best idea. The queen loves it when people say that."
Yeah.
I got a whole bag of Moira in my pocket and bag and stuff. If you want me to yell for her now.
That seems safe. Way safer than splitting up the party.
I mean, if there's any dangers down here, it would bring it to us.
We wouldn't have to stumble upon it, at least.
Darrow's right. Throck should yell.
I love it.
How much will the queen like it if Throck yells?
The queen always likes it when Throck yells.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
Somebody's gonna die. Well.
Yeah. Can each have a torch.
Okay. Are you splitting up? Or
No,
are you
I don't
yelling?
think we should. No, I don't think we should do that either.
Maybe Throck should just throw a torch as far as he can.
Ovid's gonna take a sip of wine.
Oh.
All right, we're going this way, and I just point towards the east.
Okay. So that would be out the back of the way the tree was facing, and in the general direction of the village that you haven't been to yet.
First, I want to see if there's any tracks on the ground that are not ours, and if they go in either direction.
Roll perception.
Perceiving. Oh, that's a terrible roll. That is a grand total of 6.
Nope.
All right. Any objections to going east? Alrighty.
Sure.
Throck, you wanna lead us?
Yeah.
Off you go. Okay, so
You do point the direction, right? Because east doesn't.
that doesn't
That's
mean
right.
anything in
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, no, I do more than that. I grab your arm and I twist your body so you're aiming the right direction.
Oh yeah. Yep. Here we go.
Okay. So you guys start walking, and after you've gone about 100 yards down this tunnel towards the east, you start to see branchings off to one side or the other. But before you have much time to contemplate which way to go, you suddenly hear a scream of anger in a very familiar accent. The voice says, "Well, keep it up, you no-face son of a bitch! I've had worse than you for hundreds of years!"
I think we found her.
Oh, Throck's gonna take off in a run.
All right.
I was wondering how you were gonna yell in an accent.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Now I know.
All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and take our break here. We'll be back in 10, well, let's call it 15 minutes, because I need a little extra time right now to set up. So it's 9. No, it's because, like, literally 2 hours before the game, all the sinks backed up in the house. And
Oh, no.
so, like, right after I showered and got ready and everything, I had to, like, get under and start snaking pipes. But, yeah, so stuff isn't done. So 15 minutes. We'll call it 9:55 right now. We'll be back around 10:10. See you guys then.
Cool.
Bye.
See you in a bit.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. I mean,
Had to get
hi,
dressed.
everybody. Yeah. So here we are, deep in the dungeons, underneath the tree, and underneath the lair of the ghost of Khalar-Amon.
Under the tree.
Under the tree.
So we hear the screaming.
Yes. Throck takes off running. What do the
Yes,
rest of you do?
Well,
Follow.
Throck, we don't even know what direction it's or can we tell where the screaming is coming from?
It's definitely coming from ahead of you.
Okay, then yes, I will also follow Throck.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same.
and yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to resist it. He's gonna holler for Moira.
Okay.
I mean, we're yeah.
Do the voice.
Moira! Moira! Hey.
You hear a pause for a second, and then you hear, "You're in for it now, you ghosty bastard! That's my monkey friend! He's coming to break your incorporeal face!"
Oh, I like her. Yep. Still
All right.
looking at that direction.
Okay. So the hallways sort of narrow down as you run past more and more side passages, and you hear Moira's grunts of pain and screams of anger as you approach, until eventually you reach this spot right here. Is that a little too dark? I'm gonna turn up the exposure on this camera just for yucks. Boop. There we go. Now you can see how dirty the tablecloth is. Cool. All right, so we've got Throck, Darrow, Raylan, Oven, although Raylan's like umbral right now. So, well, how long does umbral form last, by the way? Is that an hour?
1 hour.
Okay, so yeah, you're still in it if you want to be. You hear the voice coming from this direction.
All right.
Sorry, which direction? I was reading my spell.
It appears north on the camera, right here.
Oh, okay.
It is actually south from character perspective.
I'm gonna follow Throck.
And Rock's going. Like, there's no.
All right. Well, you
Hey.
see in this prison cell here, Moira Smoothskin tied to a table with nothing in the room with her.
Throck, hold on. Don't go in there yet.
She's just screaming.
Throck, did you say that loud or?
Not at first, but if you don't stop, I'm gonna say it loud.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop
Throck,
until you
hold
do.
on.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just make sure it's not trapped or anything crazy.
Yeah, it's Moira.
Yes, but this guy is not, on the uppity up. So I want to make sure that there's not going to be a hole in the floor or something appearing. Just give me a second. Give me a second. And I'm gonna examine the floor real quick, just to hold the torch up to it and see if make sure there's no traps immediately in the room right there.
Roll perception.
Yeah, that was better at least. 19.
Okay. What's so funny about 19?
My last roll
It's
was
not the 19. It's the that was better at least part, because the last one was a 6.
Yes,
Yep.
it was.
I rolled a 2 last time.
Okay, so ahead of you, which I guess is you're in front now. As you peer at the floor, waving the torch back and forth, you discover that you are very fortunate to have remembered to stop and examine closely, because there is in front of you a place where the floor, which at first appeared solid, you now realize is illusory. When you look closely, you can see it's faintly transparent and faintly glowing, just at such a level that you would never have noticed if you had not stopped and examined it. Beneath it, you cannot tell what may lay, but it is about a 5-foot section of floor that could easily be hopped over.
There's this section right here, guys. Make sure you don't step on it, because there's nothing there. It looks like I'm gonna toss a. Why do I have an oil flask?
You
I don't really.
You would like to keep it.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had one. There's nothing I can really toss on the ground, so I'm just gonna point to the ground where everyone can see.
Okay. Rock, roll perception.
Okie dokie. 4.
It looks like he's just pointing at the ground.
Yeah, there's ground there. We're wasting time. She's right there.
Throck, do what I do, and I'm gonna jump over the spot.
Okay.
You said it was a small enough hole to jump over.
It's 5 feet wide. Yeah, you could hop over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll give it a leap. A leap.
Okay.
All right. I'll I won't necessarily wait for him to get out of the way and kind of jump on him. I don't mean to do this. It's just
Darrow,
forcing my hand here.
You have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save?
Yep.
Great. Thank God for my +8. 16.
Okay, you successfully get out of the way of Throck. You're just about like on the other side of the pit. You've just hopped over it when you feel Throck starting to touch you, and you're so quick you manage to move before he does you any serious harm, and he lands off balance, but you're fine.
You all right there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. So are we? Is there?
Yes. Mora.
Okay.
She turns and looks at you and says, "Watch out for the snakes!"
Where?
Everywhere! There's snakes everywhere! Oh, he sucks! I hate that ghosty bastard!
Are there snakes?
I don't see any, but I'm gonna look for them.
You don't see any snakes.
I don't see them.
Where do you see the snakes, Mora?
They're on the floor! They're on my body! They're biting my face!
I think that's in your head.
Yeah, they're in my head too! They're getting through my ear!
They're biting her head.
Magic Peoples turned to Raylan.
Raylan's a shadow, by the way. He's just,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
you can't really tell where he is. It's so dark in here anyway.
I didn't even realize he was gone. Hopefully we didn't lose him back there.
He split up the party.
You followed us, right, guys? You guys saw him, right?
I don't know. My passive perception's like 8 or something. Oh, 9.
Let's see.
Throck's lucky he remembers who you all are every day.
Yeah.
This Throck's morning meditation is Oven, Raylan,
Nope.
Darrow,
Way too
Star, boy with a girl's name, Chaos
Yep.
Lord.
Oven,
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, I guess the best we could do is get her out.
Well, I don't know that the one thing that I have would help.
Split the party to build a surprise party, says Trappy Jenkins. Welcome, Trappy.
That's right. Can I try using Healing Word?
Sure. Are you going to cross the invisible pit?
So, question, does the pit go all the way across the room, or is it like a literal hole?
It's in the hallway. It's right here.
So it basically goes all the way across then?
Yeah, it goes across the hallway.
Yeah, I'll hop over it.
Darrow, roll a deck save. I'm just kidding.
Well, I would have done it.
I'm coming!
Oh, missed opportunity. I could have had
I'm
Oven
assuming
key on the
Raylan
hole
is fairly close to the action, yeah?
to mark it.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. Yeah.
Okay. In your current state, you could probably get in the room easier than them.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I am going to yell, "Hey, tiny person."
Oh, no.
Oh.
And when you yell that, you see her eyes kind of like clear up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And you realize that you may have healed some sort of psychic damage to her mind. But she looks at you and she says, "Who are you calling tiny, you skull-faced woman? I'm gonna break your face when I get out of here."
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that makes me
glad-
so mad. These stretched out, lanky people calling the greatest people on earth tiny.
I'm really glad I'm not you right now, Oven.
Well, she's tied up. What you gonna do?
Well, we gotta untie her.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I would fix her brain first.
She starts yelling, "The world's gonna collapse! The last light's gonna go out! And it's gonna be a dwarf standing there when it happens!"
Yeah.
Yes.
How's she tied up?
Yeah.
She is shackled to a table by her wrists and her ankles.
Is that in the model? Is that a cage around her too, or no? I can't tell.
Yes, she is inside like a cell.
Okay.
See, I'll be fine.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the locks and start looking at if there's a way to get in via lock picking. It is a thing I do.
I mean, I could just make her even smaller.
Oh gosh.
How? That would
Yeah.
get her out of the shackles, actually,
Yeah.
really quick.
Yes, it would.
Is it a touch thing, or is it a? Can you do it at range?
No, it's arranged. And if she's not interested in becoming even tinier, and I cast Healing Word again.
Oh, that's great.
She is writhing, clearly still fighting off invisible snakes. But yeah, she does appear to get better from your healing word.
Looking into the cell, is there anything that might be causing this illusion? Any rune-looking thing or anything obvious that I could see with my limited?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
What if I splash her with water?
What if?
Let's get her away from let's get her out of the cell and see if the snakes are tied to this location or to her.
Okay, what are we doing? Are we doing the shrinking or are we doing the lock picking?
I like the shrinking idea.
Okay, well, if she's not into it, she's going to have to roll a con save.
Or she's not into it.
No.
All right, she's going to have to roll a con save.
How does 15 strike you?
15. She is still locked up then.
She spits at you.
That's
She
cool.
doesn't get you. She's trying to spit on the ground in front of you, but she can't turn her head that far.
Moria, we're trying to get you out of here. That was the easiest way to do it. And I'm gonna go and start working on the lock while we.
Yeah.
I could turn her into a frog.
Oven, you got the impression that she just has an instinctive resistance to magic of all kinds. Like if she had been more lucid, she would have let you do it, but in her feral rage, there's just no way.
What kind of lock is it? Like a lock that I could pick? What is it?
Yeah,
What's
you
the
can
door look
try.
like?
You can attempt to pick it. It's a basic prison cell. It's made of iron. It has a
Okay.
big lock where a key would go.
Alrighty. Cha. Is that sleight of hand or?
It is
So-
dexterity plus proficiency with your thieves' tools.
Okay. 17.
Click, pops open.
All right, one down. Mara, if I come close to you and work on your shackles, are you gonna let me?
I'll break your neck, you ghost!
Slap her around a little.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Why don't you keep your skin on your face where it belongs?
Wait,
Man, you said magic doesn't. Well, I don't know any better. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on her.
Okay.
Wisdom save 15.
24.
Jesus.
yeah.
Well, super glad I didn't try to.
She's
Oh,
like a level 1 million cleric.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wisdom,
For some
not
reason
the thing to
I don't
go
recall her
for.
being a magic user.
Yeah.
She is not a magic user in this campaign because her god is dead. But her wisdom score is still epic as shit.
Very well. Okay.
It was pretty epic from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the best character roles that I've ever made.
I did not reference yours. I just made my own because it's a million
That's
years
okay.
later. But yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. Had you'd have been like, dang. So yeah, so you did the hold person.
Yeah,
You
she
tried to.
she
it didn't
tried
work.
to. He tried to. It didn't work. She's already
Man.
held by shackles. Like
Yeah, but I wanted to paralyze her so I can get the shackles off without her flailing and whatever. Go ahead, Thorin.
Thruk doesn't mind. He'll go in there and he'll like try to. Are the shackles to the wall?
no, she's on a table. She's on
On
a
a
wooden
table.
table, and they're not. She's not chained to it. The shackles go directly into the wood.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna try to. Gee, I guess I should try to break them first. Rip the shackles out of the table is probably the first real quick effort.
Strength.
Okay.
So the shackles don't move.
Oh no! No! I pulled my back. Nat 1.
Oh, that's your second one already tonight.
Yeah, you take 1 point of old damage.
We're getting too old for this, guys.
Okay, well that...
What would it be if you just pull a muscle in D&D? What damage type is that?
Piercing?
Slashing? There's no ripping damage type. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I like piercing because it feels like you're being stabbed when you like pull a
It feels
muscle,
like
right?
it, but sometimes
Yeah.
it feels like you've been slashed if you pull a big enough muscle. I did that in my
Yeah.
back once. Yeah.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah. All right.
embarrassing.
Anyway, you have failed to pull the shackle out of the wood. What you have done instead is yank the whole table.
Oh,
And
well.
it moves a little bit with her on it.
Yeah.
And she says, "Careful, you monkey!
I'm gonna just start
You
working on the
smell like
shackles.
my old underwear. I haven't changed it since the last age of the world.
Your
Listen,
underwear?
I'm gonna hold my breath while I.
You heard me,
Shackles.
witchy woman.
Not a witch.
where are you working on the shackles
shit.
first?
I'm gonna do her legs first.
Okay.
Great.
But, yeah, Throck, which one did you pull?
I was thinking like whatever hand is the closest. I was
Okay,
going
so
for...
you would have done... Let's say this is the door, and it's open. So or Darrow's at the feet. Throck would have done, like, her right hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right.
I rolled very well. 27.
Okay, you get her left leg free.
Oh my god, I gotta roll every time.
She kicks at you.
I'd step back out of range.
Yeah,
Throck, can you hold that leg down?
she is both stumpy and restrained. She does not hit you.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, one.
Stop being restrained. Just how I like them.
Oh, God!
Okay. That escalated quickly.
Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Just a sec. Hey, Moira, move your head just a little bit, and gonna smash into the table. Hopefully,
God.
trying to hit just the table.
Oh, don't roll a 1.
Okay.
Smart.
I'm going to need you to do instead of an attack roll, a basic dexterity check.
Sure.
Oh, God.
Okay. Cool. All of them are rolling terrible.
Oh no.
God.
What'd you get?
Just smash her head in.
6.
Roll damage on Moira.
Cool. 3, 6. That's a 14 bludgeoning. It's actually a really weak hit, so
That's good.
that's good.
So you smash your hammer down on her arm, I guess her right arm,
Yeah.
catching her mass of hair and getting her right on the elbow. And when the impact comes, it reverberates through the room. And you can all hear it reverberating because Moira has finally shut up for a second. And she turns and looks at you and goes, "Oh, there weren't any snakes! Oh, it's good to see you, you smelly bastard!"
Hey. You want to hold still? Either he can get you out or I can get you out. What do you want?
Just get me out!
Cool. I'm going to try to break more table.
I'm gonna work on her other leg.
Wait! Stop! Don't hit the... Just... Let the skinny one get me out.
Okay, all right.
Non-natural 20.
Okay, you popped out her other leg.
I'm gonna move around. I'm just gonna roll 2 more dice.
While you're trying to do that, she, with both her legs free, she rolls backwards and plants her feet and goes, and pops both of the restraints off.
Yes.
Well, that makes my job easier.
And then she takes one of the shackles and hits Throck with it. And then she takes the other one and throws it at Oven. It hits the bars of the cell and doesn't get through it.
Good to see you too.
Well, where's that wizard ghost? We gotta banish him.
Well, how did he capture you?
It's embarrassing.
Are you not going to tell us? Don't feel like
Well-
telling us?
We used to. When he wasn't a ghost, when he was alive, you know, we were kind of drinking buddies.
Mm.
He
So you
was.
trusted him.
Nah, he was. You know, he was alive because of Abraxiel, and I was alive because of Abraxiel, and we both knew about Abraxiel, and there's not that many people you can talk to about Abraxiel. And sometimes when I was not inside old Squidface's skull, I would head over to the tower, and I knew this son of a bitch was a son of a bitch, but, you know, Abraxiel said we needed him, and he had good wine.
Oven takes another swig of her wine.
Point is, after he died, and I heard he was a ghost, I went to see what was going on. He had sent me a message, you see, and I got the message in my brain. And it said he wanted to talk to me even though he was dead. I thought he was dead. So I came to the tree. I said, what's going on? And next thing I knew, I was tied up on a table. Why the hell did you guys come? Where's Abraxiel?
He's occupied right now.
What do you mean he's occupied?
Why did he want you, though?
Who? The ghost?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's nothing useful about me unless you're after. Oh. So that's why he sent you.
He had us try to fix his body.
No, not the ghost. Abraxiel. Did he send you?
No. We were headed towards the horse trees and ran into you. Well, ran into Khalar-Amon and then you.
Didn't you have Ramakon with you before?
Yes, he is MIA right now, and we have no leads on him.
My two oldest friends in this world are Abraxiel and Ramakon. And neither one of them came for me? That's what you're telling me?
Yes?
Pretty much.
That must mean nobody knew where I was. And that must mean this Ramakon is powerful enough to hide this place from Abraxiel. I think we might be in a little bit of trouble.
Are you implying that Ramakon is part of this?
No, I'm
Khalar-Amon.
implying that Ramakon hasn't done anything other than what Abraxiel told him to do for the last age of the world. And if I was missing and Ramakon disappeared, it's because he was looking for me. And if he's not here, it's because he didn't find me. Either that, or this ghosty bastard has Ramacon locked up somewhere down here too.
Well, we can look around a bit more.
You want me to yell for him?
You may as well.
Yeah, we've made plenty of noise already. Might as well, yeah.
God!
It hurts all of your ears except Raylan, you're in shadow form and you don't have ears.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else is like, ah. And then it echoes back. Like, literally, there are like 7 full echoes as it goes, God, God, God. And then the camera pulls back into space.
There it is.
Yeah. And nobody answers.
Yeah, I don't think he's here.
Or he can't talk. Either way,
Oh.
we should get out. We should get out where Abraxiel can see me. Once that happens, we'll know
This is when Raylan comes out of the shadows. He says, "Yeah, I want to go to the horse trees already."
Moira looks at you and says, "Yes, that's a good idea. You've got to get there."
Would it not behoove us to do our due diligence down here and make sure Ramacon isn't here? We have no idea how big this place is.
As soon as we're there, whatever it is about this place that's hiding me from Abraxiel's sight, as soon as we get out of it, I'll be able to talk to him. And then we'll know if Ramacon's been captured.
Okay, that's a great plan. Magic.
Let's go.
So we're not dismembering his face first?
Well, we'll do all kinds of dismembering if he gets in the way.
Yeah, if you see him, go for it.
Okay. I want to do constant perception checks the whole time.
Better than insight.
Hey, Throck,
Yep.
how many ghosts have you fought?
Let's see, about 20. At
least one.
2020?
They're a pain in the neck to kill, aren't they? Something
Yeah,
about being already dead, you can't quite get a grip on the neck.
Yeah.
I hate killing
Yeah.
ghosts.
Yeah, it's not as much it's not as ooh-ah as other things, but you know.
Will you do me a favor and walk a little further away? You smell like the underside of a goat.
Says the girl with the old underwear.
Oh no, that's probably just this, and pulls out meat that probably was from the underside of a goat.
She retches a little bit, says, "Look, I like you, friend, but as long as you're downwind."
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yes, you do.
So-
You know downwind.
Yeah.
It's a tracking thing. You would know it, right?
I just don't know which way the wind is blowing here. Yeah, no, it's all right. So I'll start walking away.
All right. So you guys are somehow able to make it back to the ladder and up into the room where Rod has just finished reducing every single magical implement in there to ash, and the ones that he hasn't, he's placed in his magic bag. And he's just pulled out his broom and is getting ready to fly away when you guys come out. He goes, "Ah, Moira, let's speak outside." She says, "Rod, I thought you were dead 100,000 years." So the two of them are going to head out of the underground lair. Are you guys going to follow them?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's already taken or destroyed everything else in here, right? There's no reason to look around for anything Well,
I just want
I'm
to
gonna-
set some stuff on fire first.
I'm gonna look around and make sure see if there's anything valuable that he might have left behind that he might not have thought was valuable.
No, there's nothing. Radomir Utgast.
Oh, okay.
Radomir Utgast spent the whole time you were in the underground making sure all of Khalar-Amon's valuable items were stripped from Khalar-Amon. However, to Rod, valuable meant magical.
Yeah, I meant more like gold or like anything.
Yeah, you do find a chest of non-magical wealth.
Ooh, shiny.
Is it locked? Can I open it?
It is locked, but not in any serious way. And inside is, it's already in a tree underground, you know. Inside is 500 gold pieces, 600 silver pieces,
Oh, geez.
and about 600 gold pieces worth of precious gems.
Wow.
Mm.
So 1,100 gold, 1,160 gold.
Yep, basically. And you guys, as you're doing that, you hear Rod and Moira exiting while Rod explains to her how he's not actually Rod.
Truck's gonna pick up some of the ashes that used to be something cool.
So they have not talked before, those two? Who did?
This copy of Rod has never spoken to Moira Smoothskin.
Okay, because I
But-
thought they talked about the Globaghoul thing or something.
Yeah.
They exchanged a message through you,
That's right.
but
Okay.
he was still in the castle at the time.
Great.
The real Radomir Utgast being long dead.
Oh, I should have exhaustion, right? Because I didn't sleep last night.
No, I forgot to say it, but I was thinking it at the time that Bjorn actually strapped you to Rod while you rode the broom because you were in such bad shape. So you probably slept on the way.
Great, even though it would have been very difficult.
It would have been really, really unpleasant, but you don't have exhaustion. It's enough to keep you from exhaustion.
It was
So-
like you slept while being a passenger on a motorcycle.
Exactly. Only the motorcycle's really thin and flying. And the guy driving it is a crazy wizard.
That's why as soon as I got down to the ground, I was very happy.
Darrow, Matt, you did not play in the game where Rod was my player character, but he always used to say safety third.
Definitely sensed that. While they're all talking and stuff, I'm gonna just disseminate or split up the gold between us. You each get 290.
290 gold for each person.
Cool.
I'm trusting Matt's math. I'm not doing my own math.
1160 divided by 4, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I did it on a calculator because I didn't trust my own math.
290, you say?
290. Yep, 290.
All right. So when you guys exit,
lot of gold.
when you guys finally exit the underground lair, you find standing outside not 2 but 3 relics from a previous age: Radomir Utgast, Moira Smoothskin, and Abraxiel, who is holding Moira Smoothskin in both arms, his staff having fallen to the ground, and him going, "I was so worried. I thought I'd never see you again. I didn't know what happened. Where did you go? Please don't do that again."
This is so weird.
This is awkward.
And then as you guys come out, he picks her up and says, I know just the place for you. And he takes his finger and rips the air. And through the air, you see in the distance Ramakon standing in the middle of some trees. And he turns around and looks and says, he just has time to say, Master. And then Abraxiel throws Moira through the rip and says, watch her, don't let her out of your sight. And then he closes it up.
All right.
Excellent. Hey, bye. Okay.
Feel like there's a lot of free will being tread upon here, but that's fine.
When you're as old as I am, free will kind of comes and goes. Sometimes I'm in charge. Sometimes Moira's in charge. It doesn't matter so much anymore. One day, you hopefully will never understand.
Hopefully.
Raylan smiles.
What are you smiling about?
Nothing.
And then he turns to Rod and says, now we need to decide. Joshua, you're muted.
It's okay.
Abraxiel turns to Rod and says, now we need to decide what to do about you.
He's going back to our castle where he's going to work on making it flying again.
Well, he is, and he isn't. I'm talking about two possible futures here, you see. In the one future, I let him go, and in the other future, I smite him because he is a blight upon existence.
Technically,
I'm going to draw my sword.
so is Ramakon.
Abraxiel turns and looks at Darrow like you just said the absolute stupidest thing he's ever heard. And then he shakes his head and looks back at Rod and he says, now listen, the guy that you aren't was my second best friend in the entire universe. Please explain to me why I shouldn't dissolve you into your constituent atoms right now. To which Rod says, well, I don't believe I did anything wrong. And I don't exactly remember how I came into existence, but whatever the cause, I do know that I erased my own memory of it on purpose, using a technique that you taught to the guy that I am not. That being the case, whatever it is that I did to myself is something that your friend would have thought was a good idea. Since I am, after all, an exact duplicate of him as he was a few years before his death. To which Abraxiel narrows his eyes and says, that didn't make any sense.
Abraxiel, don't you have some portals or something to take care of and keep under control?
I do, but only as a corollary to my primary task, which is stopping the entirety of existence from ceasing to be. And it is possible that a copy of a copy of one of the most powerful wizards in existence might have something to do with something. And he leans in and squints at Rod. Still not doing anything, though. What were you going to say, Carolyn?
Oh, I just said questionable.
Well, I know this. If the weave of magic here on our plane of existence was not currently unraveling, this guy here wouldn't be. But on the other hand, if it weren't for weird magical accidents, I wouldn't be either.
Oh, so are you saying you are also not alive?
Oh, I'm definitely not alive. That's not under question.
So why do you think Rod's the problem?
Well, he is alive. Yeah, I'm undead. He's alive. But he wasn't ever born, and he's an old man who's only, a few weeks of age. It's a paradox. Whatever power created him, I don't understand it. It almost looks as though... Oh! Never mind, goodbye. And he steps into a portal and leaves.
Horse trees?
Horse trees.
Horse trees.
Horse trees.
Castle! Rod flies
Thank
away.
you so much.
Oh,
Bye.
Thank you for rescuing Moira. She's not exactly my friend, but she is also my friend. You know what I mean. And
Yep.
that is the last thing he says as he leaves.
I'm gonna sheath my sword again.
How much psychic damage did Throck take trying to keep up with that conversation?
No psychic damage, 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, you got it.
No, I feel like Throck actually did the least trying to keep up with it.
Yeah.
Throck's just sitting there like picking his nose.
Yeah, these other three, they were like, what are they talking about? What's going on? And Throck's like, nah.
Yeah. And then wiping it on the blood dog.
Oh, God.
Hey!
It doesn't. That
Unnecessary.
actually doesn't work. You can't wipe things on him.
Oh. Ah.
But I mean, like, if you stick your booger-covered finger into him, and then you pull it out, and your finger's covered in blood, and then the blood sucks back to the dog, that doesn't take the booger with it?
No, it does
Oh my
not.
gosh.
Actually, it's part of the thing. It doesn't do that.
Hmm.
All right. So you guys are still a good 2 weeks out from the horse trees.
That's a lot of weeks.
Yeah, it is. Are you four going to continue in that direction?
Yep.
I feel like we should pick up food supplies.
We'll pick up some foods on the way.
Yeah, is there a town on the way? I don't remember exactly where
There's
we're at
one
now.
back east.
The only town you know of is the one where Tristan came from, and it is indeed a few hours east of where you stand.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, what's a few hours?
I'd imagine there's something out there.
What do we need? Food, shelter.
Oven just kind of like does this to Throck. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of food.
Thought can find food.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's gonna take like half a day out of our 2-week trip. We're gonna add a half a day to our 2-week trip.
I mean, hey, maybe by the time we get to the horse trees, Braun will be back with the entire army. Uselessly. At this point.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all could go ahead. I'll catch you up.
It's funny you should say that. Because while you are arguing about which way to go,
Arguing?
there
I don't think we're arguing.
while you are discussing which way to go, there begins to be a soft tremor in the earth, followed by a bigger tremor in the earth,
Oh, dear.
followed by a constant rumbling that makes the very stones vibrate off the ground. And on the air, you hear a huge cacophony of "Ah!" as approaching from the west comes a gigantic, numberless horde of
Cavalry's here.
led by a single raven flying directly towards you.
Remind me why we called them again?
For the city.
Oh,
For backup.
You hear
See
in your
that?
head, Oven, I think those guys are late.
Yeah.
They'll probably have food though.
they're coming
Ew.
from the steps, though, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, they probably have supplies. That's
Yeah.
a lot of people.
It's been a couple weeks. It's been like 3-4 weeks since she sent the raven.
Yeah. Do we have anything for them to do?
They can carry us to the horse trees.
I don't think that's how a horde of works.
Well,
But
Boy with the girl's
Throck's the
name.
king. But Throck's the king of Ur.
I imagine we're talking as they're approaching.
Yeah.
Braun
Yeah.
lands on your shoulder and stares down at Ghost. And Ghost stares back at Braun, and the two of them remain silently staring at each other.
Hello, my friend. Meet our new friend. Ghost.
Braun looks at you indignantly and goes, "Gah!"
I give him a little scritch under the beak.
He pecks at your finger.
Yeah, that's fine. I
I'm
just
gonna-
let the blood drop onto Ghost.
Hork comes running up. Says, Throck!
hey,
The raven! The raven came to me!
Yep.
It dropped something with words on it!
yep.
One of the humans said that you needed help!
Well,
I said, King Throck needs help from King Hork, so I will go, and I brought all of the to help
yeah.
my friend King Throck.
Yeah. What had happened was,
Throck is not the one who needed help. The rest of us needed help. The human simply didn't know what he was talking about.
Well, Throck couldn't help you, so he needed help helping you.
no, I don't think that's what the thing was. No. See,
Where is the city? We're here to knock down a city!
well, they still could do that. Do we need to
They-
knock down the city?
I think,
I think it.
The city's gone. Abraxiel knocked it down. by
Yeah, I
himself.
was gonna say. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty much knocked down.
we've already
Oh, yeah.
knocked down the city.
Yeah, we didn't need help with that. I did it. I mean, we did it.
Hork
Oh no,
stares,
Throck definitely did it.
Hork
But,
stares
you know.
at you all for a minute. And all the Ur just kind of stare. Then Hork turns around and goes, Okay, let's go back! And he points towards the Untamed Steps.
Yep. Hey, wait.
What? What?
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Got
going that
any,
way too.
Got any dog lizard?
King Thor can't catch his own dog lizard.
Not true.
You got any dog lizard?
I don't know that I do anymore. I think I have like horse and goat. Let's see. What else do I have?
Thack is in the crowd and he holds up his hand. He goes, "Wait, stop. You have horse?"
Yeah, maybe.
We have a finger too, I think.
Give horse to Thack. Thack love horse. And then all the Urs start going, horse! Give horse!
Give dog lizard.
And it, like, 3 of them throw like little chunks of dog lizard meat over at you guys.
There we go.
More dog lizard.
Thack goes, wait. And he points at Oven and he says, get bent. Then he points at Throck. Give horse!
Yeah, I'll throw it over there.
All right. Thack starts eating your rotting horse meat.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't blame him. Sorry, I gave up the good stuff, but hey.
Dog lizard is like a comfort food, right?
Yep. Like chicken and dumplings.
Raylan, your umbral form will have worn off by now. I don't remember if
No, I'm not in umbral form right now.
Okay.
I came out of it when I said I first wanted to go to the horse trees.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the 4 of you are now just outside the lair of Khalar-Amon. Abraxiel, Moira, and Radomir Utgast have left, and now there's an army of
I would like to set the tree on fire.
In what manner?
With fire.
Are you gonna light a fire
by the question.
Are you gonna light a fire with flint and tinder?
No, I'm gonna produce flame.
Okay.
I'm gonna produce a lot of little flames around the base of the tree.
And as the Urs see you do that, they go, "Hoo-ha-ha! Skull woman! Ha-ha-ha-ha! She's strong!"
That's right.
Mm-hmm. We could have them help knock down the tree.
We could, or we could just let it burn.
While you have that conversation, like 20 of them are already doing it.
Oh, well, yeah,
they're not having much luck. They're but it's a big, strong old tree, like enough, like big enough that you could walk under it. 20 not making much of a dent.
Gonna go ahead and use Gust to fan the flames a little too.
Yeah, the tree's burning.
But they think they're making a dent.
Oh yeah. Any capes we can flutter while I'm at it?
Yeah.
While it smolders, should we head out?
At the head of an army of Ermin?
Yeah.
Why not? We're all going the same direction now, right?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
are you going to tell them where you're going?
No. Just gonna say we're going back to the steps.
Yeah, they don't have to go in with us.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head out, and as you are about a mile away, and you see the column of smoke from the ancient tree rising into the air behind you, the spectral form of Khalar-Amon appears one last time in front of you. He is faint and flickering like a candle flame in the wind.
I'm gonna fire an arrow.
It passes right through him.
Doesn't matter. It was the intention.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him the queen awaits him.
The arrow hits one of the in the calf.
I wouldn't have shot if there was right behind him.
There's everywhere. There's all around you.
I thought we were in front. I thought we were leading it.
Yeah, but they're It's not like they're in formation.
Oh, okay. Very well. Then I did not shoot an arrow.
Okay, fine. So yeah, he's there. Oven says that about the queen. Darrow pulls out a bow but does not shoot them. Lighting trees on fire. And Khalar-Amon appears just as the sun begins to set, and he says, I hadn't realized how close it was. But this sunset, I can feel it. This is 100 years. My time is up. My contract with the monster is at an end. You have killed me once again. I know not what waits beyond, but I promise you all, I will be there waiting for you when you arrive. And then he just dissipates like smoke that has been blown on.
Take it up with the queen.
He's already gone.
Doesn't matter, I just yell it into the air.
As you yell that into the air, all of the Ermin in earshot go, take it up with the queen! Hey!
That's right.
Queen Granda!
Sure.
Yeah. Well, that's done.
Yeah.
That was easy.
I mean, I'm 30 years older now, but otherwise we're no worse for the wear.
Hork says, yeah, you look old! Why are you not dead?
What? That was too loud. I couldn't actually understand.
Oh, sorry, I'm peeking the mic.
Yeah.
Hork says, you look old. Why are you not dead?
I look younger now. I mean, I went
Not
back
to
into my
Hork.
young...
Not to Hork.
Oh, well.
You looked old all the time to Hork.
That's true. Well, I'm not that old, Hork.
Ermin only lived to be, you don't know how old, but not very old. Hork is already, like if he were a human child, he looks like he's aged 2 years since you met him. It's only been a few months.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Ermin clearly grow faster than humans.
So as we're walking, I turn to Throck. How old are you? Do you even know?
4.
I just realized asking that question as I was asking it would get me a good answer.
Apple 6.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thack says from the side as he stomps along, every in army, old enough to kill, young enough to kill.
Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, that's about right.
Also, man, women at home thinking thoughts, men out killing.
Where is Queen Granda?
Queen
At home thinking thoughts, apparently.
Queen Granda at home thinking thoughts.
Mm.
Women tend fires, build houses, make food, hunt dog lizard, ermine, kill.
Except for dog lizard.
We killed dog lizard too, but women kill dog lizard for children.
But children also kill.
All kill dog lizard. And thunder lizard, and goblin, and troll, and ogre.
Is this like bubblegum shrimp, where he's gonna spend the entire 2 weeks naming off everything they kill?
He just keeps going. He's like, and squirrel, and condor, and rabbit, and platypus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually amazed at how many animals he can remember.
Yeah. Well,
They're his favorite foods.
Platypus on the steps.
Yeah, there are platypi on the steps in ponds and stuff. Yes,
But
that's canon now. Thanks.
yeah. But for the record, probably when he says platypus, he really means like cow.
He probably means beaver at best.
Or like
Yeah.
beaver, or trout.
Hippopotami.
Platypus is so many syllables for.
Yeah.
Well, you guys travel with the ermine for a couple of weeks. You make camp numerous times, and you pick up and go numerous times. Eventually, the horde starts to pull ahead of you. They're just faster than you guys. And Throck could go with them, but I assume Throck chooses to stay with his 3 companions here.
Yeah. I mean, like what y'all probably don't realize is that Throg just is slow stepping all the time when he's with you.
Painfully slowly walking.
Yep. Yeah.
Throck,
On my knees.
do you have any parting instructions for the nation of people you rule from a distance?
Yeah. How's that fall place?
Human City. Oh, this is Thack. He says, Human City, strong, because friends with
Yeah. Okay.
Thack, draw picture. Gronda, build picture. We have royal palace for King Throck. Made from thunder lizard skin and bone.
That sounds so much nicer than a cloud palace.
Yeah, it does.
Cloud
Certainly
palace?
sounds better than a hut.
Yeah. So there's this cloud thing it's really big. There's a lot of food there. So
Where
there's
food?
that way.
Oh, why we go this way?
Well, it might be that way.
No. The Bone Palace is great. The palace you built for Throck is fantastic.
It have hole for peeing in.
Ooh.
Wow.
We cover with skins, then lift up, and then we no smell the pee later. Only smell when open.
Irrigation. Or not irrigation, plumbing.
So
You say
Why-
funny word.
what? Why close it?
For not smelling pee
Right.
while eat.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll come see it. And 20 things of a son.
Yeah. Oh, okay. King Orc, in charge while King Throck away.
Yeah, except for when Granda says she is.
Queen Granda in charge. So, Throck,
Yeah.
Queen Granda, King Orc.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Question.
Yeah.
Thack,
Uh-huh.
big.
Yep.
Hork small.
Yeah.
Hork in charge.
Well, see,
Throck like Hork, but Thack could kill Hork. Huh?
well, but do you want to?
If Hork in charge, yeah.
Well, I hadn't thought about that.
It's okay. Thinking hard. That's what her women are for.
It's
But sometimes, even Ermin, we must small think.
yeah. Yeah. So, but if you did that, then somebody else would probably do that too. And we don't look like that right now. I think maybe, ask Rhonda.
Fact, not know what Throck say, but ask Gronda sounds smart.
Yep. That's why I said it, because I'm pretty sure what I said didn't make it. I don't know either.
Dak asked Gronda, why Hork in charge
Yep.
when Hork's small
Yep.
and annoying
Yep.
and weak?
Yeah.
And when he says weak, Hork comes out of nowhere, flying through the air with his sickles, and just goes, ah! And buries a sickle in Thak's shoulder. Thak goes, oh! King Hork.
Serves you right.
King Hork.
Yep. That's kind of. Yep. Gotta watch out for that.
And this is how Ermin rolls. Thak now has a permanent injury, and and that's just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't think about it too much. It hurts.
Okay, so following this conversation, the Ermin pull ahead and vanish into the distance. And at the end of a couple of weeks of travel, you guys do in fact arrive in sight of the horse trees. Now you can see the horde way off to the south, where they have swung wide, clearly without even thinking about it. They just drifted that way around the horse trees. And the three of you, as you approach the horse trees, see Throck kind of instinctively just not looking at them and going off towards the south like the other did.
Throck.
Hmm?
We're going this way.
Where? Oh.
That way.
Oh.
Throck, when Oven points to it, you finally lay your eyes well and truly onto the horse trees. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, about that. 8.
Wow.
Throck your knees give out, and Throck is just sitting on the ground.
Well, I guess we're camping here.
Is it? Yeah. What time of day is it at this point?
Let's find out. It's about noon.
It's a little early to camp. Let me try something. Let me read actually this real quick. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Throck, and I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder, and Throck, you are brave, right?
Well, yeah.
You are strong, right?
I carry the bags.
Nothing has stopped you so far. So
Nope.
what in that forest over there can possibly stop you?
Nothing.
Throck, repeat your charisma save with advantage this time.
And with bless, so add a d4. I'm casting bless on him.
Woo.
This is
Well,
going to be bad.
The bless added 1. So thanks for that. I appreciate it. But I got a nat 20
Oh,
great.
woo!
for a grand total of 22.
Nice.
All right. You have a positive charisma modifier?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it helps him get to the horse trees.
For
That's
intimidation purposes only, I assure you.
Ah, yes. Intimidation.
And to maintain negatives in intellect and wisdom, but whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, I always thought, really, if there was some way to design the system where lower charisma would mean better intimidation, that would make way more sense.
It would.
Yeah.
It's a miss. There's something that's missed in that.
Yeah. All right. So Throck is able to rally himself. He stands to his feet, yells in a manner that terrifies the rest of you to the core of your souls, and then charges towards the horse trees, I imagine. And the rest of you must follow.
And he's off.
Yes.
All right.
Yep. Let's do this thing.
Let's get in there.
We are going to end for the week here. We will see you back next week. Update about the schedule. I know this is our.
We didn't fight anything yet.
No, you didn't. This was
can
never going to be a fighty week.
Can I add one really, really quick thing?
Yeah, do that.
Boy with the girl's name was so excited about going that Thruck actually picks him up.
Yeah.
And runs.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Let's do this thing.
And Raylan has like his hand up in the air like this. It looks like
ending scene of Breakfast Club.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yes.
So you guys are running towards the horse trees, desperately trying to catch Throck. Ghost is keeping up, no problem.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
I ride him. No, probably not. He's just made of blood.
No, you can't.
Never mind.
You can't ride him. I wish I had that on a T-shirt.
Oh, I could
I'm
turn
riding
into
him now. Never mind. He's just made of blood.
Yeah. That.
Someone design that for us, please.
Yeah. In our merch store one day.
Yeah. Is that it for you guys? Anything else you want to do before we call it?
I could turn into an eagle and carry Darrow.
There's a role play thing I wanted to do, but we can wait till next time.
Okay.
It might take a while.
Matt, how sure are you that you'll be with us next time?
Are we playing next Friday?
Yes.
I am working, but I might be off early enough.
Okay. We will find
not
out,
sure, but
I guess. But yes, next Friday, for everyone's benefit, for the viewers, that will be our last one this year. We're going to take the rest of December off. I know this is our first time back in a month, but it's the holidays. That's how it goes. We have next Friday, and then the following week. I think I'm going to be gone. It's going to be a weird month because it's December. So yeah.
And then Christmas the next week, and then the next week after that is New Year's.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll be back January 8th. Maybe on the 18th we'll do something, but not this game.
That's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday!
Hey, happy birthday.
But next week we will definitely be back. That will be our last episode of this campaign for the year. And I'll see you guys then. We have something special planned for next week. A couple of special things planned for next week. So we'll see you guys then.
Ooh.
Thanks for
All right.
watching, and peace out.